In today's race to be rich and powerful, and to have an edge over millions of other students clamoring for worldly gains, where does the Christian go for training? There is not one secular college where a Christian can study and not have his beliefs constantly undermined by false theories. Some concerned young people consider going to a Christian college, but often the curriculum is only scrubbed a little to make it sound Christian. But is this what God desires? Wouldn't it be powerful if there was a college that provided specialized education in soul-winning ministry, while also training in practical skills? What if there was a school where students could flourish in character growth and be truly inspired in service to God and man? Imagine a school like the schools of the prophets, a place where students are prepared as workers for the Lord, a place with the highest standards of excellence, challenging students not only to excel, but to be lights in this dark world. A place where students learn from the Bible and consecrated godly instructors, and apply what they learn before graduation. There is such a place, and that place is Hartland College. Hartland College began in 1983 and has provided unique opportunities for students from every continent of the globe and nearly 50 nations. Now, after 30 years of service in training young workers for the Lord, studying at Hartland College is a divine opportunity, calling youth to prepare for the awesome times in which we live through a thorough training for His service. This is why they keep coming from all around the world.
Olá, my name is Gustavo and I'm from Brazil.
안녕하세요. My name is Esther and I'm from South Korea.
Ninjani, Dumela, Ukhandit. My name is Peter and I'm from South Africa.
Hello, my name is Tina and I'm from Idaho.
Bonjour, my name is Yafet and I'm from Canada.
Привет, my name is Alona and I'm from Russia.
Vanakkam, I'm Martin and I'm from India.
Konnichiwa, my name is Lin and I'm from Japan.
Sanbonani, my name is Linderinko Signoni and I'm from Zimbabwe.
Bula, my name is Tulia and I'm from Fiji.
Hola, my name is David and I'm from Colombia.
Hi, my name is Sarah and I'm from England.
Hola, my name is Miguel and I'm from the Dominican Republic.
G'day, my name is Lydia and I'm from Australia.
Hello, my name is Leonardo and I'm from the Bahamas.
I didn't choose Hartland. I would say God brought me to Hartland. And I wanted a place where I can learn the Bible and also learn sciences, and where truth and error will not be mixed together, and also where I can be trained to serve others as Jesus did, and where I can make friends for eternity.
I chose Hartland not because it was my inclination or because I wanted to come here. I think that I chose Hartland was because I was following God's principle and I needed to find a school who was going to teach me how to develop my mental, physical, and spiritual skills.
Because I wanted to be surrounded by like-minded young people who had the same goals in life and had the same spiritual mindset that I wanted to have for my own life.
I spent 5 years at university, but I felt that I'd never really obtained a true and complete education, whereas I believe what I've been receiving here is far more in harmony with that and with God's design. So I chose Hartland College because I believe that it's the kind of place that God would want me to receive education from.
I chose Hartland because I wanted to be trained to be able to teach as a missionary, to prepare young people to be able to meet the world after school, and not only that, but to meet Christ in their everyday walk.
Hartland College has 5 major areas of study: pastoral evangelism, which also includes Bible instruction, health ministry, media ministry, midwifery ministry, and Christian education. We also offer shorter 1- and 2-year programs, as well as CNA, doula, and childbirth educator certification. Each of these programs has been designed to provide practical, hands-on experience to what is studied in the classroom. Hartland strives for academic excellence in the classroom, practical training in the vocational training, soul-winning experience in evangelistic ministries, and most importantly, a growing deeper walk with our Savior.
The pastoral evangelism and Bible instruction programs at Hartland College are unique for several reasons. First, we seek to instill in our students an unwavering confidence in the inspiration of the Bible and spirit of prophecy. We do not use the higher critical method of biblical interpretation. Our goal is to inspire in our students faith in the Word of God as the infallible revelation of His will. Some of the classes offered are Conversion and Righteousness by Faith, Fundamentals of Christian Faith, the Sanctuary Message, Daniel and Revelation, Old Testament History, Pauline Epistles, and much more. Each class offers its unique set of challenges, from the memorization of key texts that deal with specific doctrines to the preparation of sermons and Bible studies. One important feature of our program is the emphasis we have placed on critical thinking, student research, and creativity, while relying less on recall and memorization. We have students doing research into specific areas that are current issues in the Seventh-day Adventist Church. Teachers ask students to write verse-by-verse commentaries on chapters of Daniel and Revelation. We're giving them tools that are designed to help them study and learn more in depth after they leave here. We seek to avoid the negative results of an education that is made up of distinct periods, the period of learning and the period of doing. In other words, Hartland's education is practical. Another very important component to Hartland's religion program is outreach and internship. Students study for 3 years, and then they have the opportunity for their 4th year to work under experienced ministers for a practicum. Of course, while studying, they're always involved in some sort of missionary work in fulfillment of their outreach requirements.
Talking about the classes here at Hartland, personally, it has helped me to change the critical thinking that I had about the writings of Ellen White and the ministry of Ellen White, and especially the prophetic guidance class has changed my perspective towards spiritual things, towards the Bible and the spirit of prophecy.
The pastoral evangelist major has been a blessing to me in 2 ways. One is that it has increased my intellect in Bible knowledge, but also it has brought me closer to God as well.
For me, what I really have been looking for is to be able to not only teach the Bible to people, but to be able to teach them how to study it for themselves so they can become more independent and so that they can do the same for others.
The Christian Education Department seeks to train men and women as effective Christian teachers. We endeavor to prepare our students to be competent in the theory and practical professional skills of education. We procure to enable them to integrate faith and learning into their professional educational practice. True education, at its best, has to be practical. Hartland College, through Hartland Day Academy, offers its services through the immediate community and doubles as a lab for our education students. Our Hartland Day Academy students receive excellent instruction with a cutting-edge curriculum. Classes are structured from 1:30 to 5:30 p.m. Monday through Thursday, and from 8:45 to 12:30 p.m. on Fridays. Several students complete their required vocational training hours at Hartland Day Academy, committing a full year to the school. Others have shorter hour commitments according to their educational needs and to the needs of the school. Multi-grade teaching experience is gained through Hartland Day Academy vocational training, and teachers gain hands-on experience in many leadership areas.
The interesting thing for me is that as being a teacher, one thing that we learn is that we see ourselves through our students. And I've seen a lot of the different things that I've seen a lot of myself in my students as I've taught in the school, and it's really taught me a lot. Also, I am learning about people and how they think and how to teach.
Christian elementary education has been a blessing to me. I say Christian elementary education because there's Christ at the center of it.
Teachers are willing to help you prepare your lesson plans, willing to give you guidance and the support that you need.
Mainly, it has taught me the responsibility of a Christian teacher, and it has prepared me to have Christ as the center of my classroom.
Why do we have a Christian media major at Hartland College, you may wonder? Well, when Jesus gave us the gospel commission, go ye and teach all nations, he meant this for every Christian. Now, it's easy to think that you have to be a preacher or a medical missionary, a call porter, or a teacher before you can really be used by God. But think about it. How effective would the preacher, the call porter, the medical missionary, or even the teacher be without literature, or DVDs and websites? And have you ever thought of who will produce these gospel tools? Should we depend on the secular world to do this? You know, the gospel commission has been expanded in the messages of the three angels, and this is the last warning message the world will ever receive. And I believe that delivering this message deserves our highest energies. The way media is put together is in itself the message. Pictures and video footage, scripts, websites, as well as magazines, books, and tracts, they either enhance or detract from the message we have been entrusted to share. And so we need expert designers, photographers, videographers, scriptwriters, and web page developers to match the task at hand. The media classes you take at Hartland College will introduce you to the tools and software available to meet this challenge.
My major has been a blessing to me because I've been able to acquire skills that I didn't have before. For example, my major advisor, Mrs. Mayer, she actually asked me if I'd like to do design, and because she asked me to do that, I said sure, and I learned something that I wouldn't have learned otherwise.
The purpose of the Health Ministry Department is to prepare medical missionary evangelists. We combine classes like anatomy and physiology with hydrotherapy, massage, foods and nutrition, chronic disease management, and infectious disease management to prepare our students to work in various clinical settings. Also, by planning, preparing, and presenting community health fairs, cooking classes, and volunteer mission trips, our students have the opportunities to apply and share the theory learned in the classrooms. Our health ministry program now includes a skilled nursing assistant course. This course covers basic nursing knowledge and clinical skills that are required to take the Virginia CNA licensure exam. Another valuable addition to our health ministry program is a course that enables the students to obtain a certification as a CHIP facilitator. Finally, after a 3-year program, the senior students, along with the department chair, choose an internship site in which to work under a mentor, much like a medical student does during his residency. At Hartland, we combine professional medical analysis with God's natural remedies to prepare well-rounded individuals who can minister to the body, mind, and spirit.
It's been a rich blessing to me. The classes, because it is, I see that it's really preparing me not just in a theoretical way, but also a practical way.
I've been able to help my family, help people that I meet, or especially at the Lifestyle Center, being able to apply those things, those simple remedies that I've learned in class, and just take them and do exactly what I was taught and watch it actually work. It's been such a blessing to me, and it's exactly why I came here, to help people through the right arm of the gospel.
Over the years, I've taught midwifery seminars in many places. Although these seminars provided an introduction into the field, It left those attending with questions. Where can we find a Christian midwifery school free from New Age philosophy and practices? A school that has Jesus at the center and our health message implemented. Sadly, there has not been one until now. We are happy to report that Hartland College has implemented the only Seventh-day Adventist certified professional midwifery school in the United States to meet the ever-growing demand for qualified midwives. Upon completion of the midwifery curriculum and internship, the students will be eligible to take the North American Registry of Midwife exam to become certified professional midwives. And even if the student decides not to pursue this certification, the childbirth education and doula training they receive, which is a prerequisite to the midwifery course, may one day prove invaluable to themselves and to others. In Medical Ministry, page 61, we read, "Our institution should be especially thorough in giving to women a training that will fit them to act as midwives. There should be in our sanitariums lady physicians who understand well their profession and who can tend women at the time of childbirth." This field has opened many doors to share the health message and the Three Angels message to expectant mothers and couples around the world. We hope that you would consider Hartland College if you, a loved one, or a friend has an interest in midwifery.
I remember when I first came, I was like, I'm sure God brought me here and I'm sure He wanted me to be a midwife, but I wasn't really sure why. But since I've been here, it's been showing me the reason why. Midwifery, it's a beautiful thing, and you're helping women, especially at the most vulnerable time in their life. And when you minister to people, you see them open up to you, especially at this critical moment in their life. And this will be a way to open up their hearts, and when I hear them, they want to hear what I have, and this is a way I can share the gospel with them.
Hartland's mission is to educate for eternity through unselfish service to God and men. God has called us to live and share the everlasting gospel, the good news of salvation and eternal life. It is our solemn privilege to educate youth for this high calling. True education will lead them to glorify God in everything they do. As they develop their God-given faculties, they will be preparing to serve effectively. Young people come from all over the world whom are willing to sacrifice all that they might become efficient missionaries. For this reason, we have made the Bible and Spirit of Prophecy the foundation of everything that we do here, whether it be academic training or practical training or outreach training. Our schools should serve as barriers against worldliness, promote mental and spiritual welfare, and equip men and women to act in the fear of God as leaders and counselors. The success of our church in fulfilling its mission depends on rightly trained youth.
What I like about the school is the fact that it's nice and small. So we get a chance and an opportunity to get to know one another, more so like family than acquaintances in a sense, because you spend a lot of time with the same people.
Classes, the Bible classes, and I especially like the staff members. The fact that there are a few students means that the staff members and teachers can dedicate more time to you. But I also like the cafeteria. First of all, because I don't have to wash dishes, nor do I have to cook. And the quality of the food is good, and I can eat all I want. I always just get a plate of cooked food and a plate of salad.
One of the things that I really like about Hartland is the wide variety of friends that you can meet from a variety of countries around the world, from a variety of upbringings.
I like so much about Hartland. I like the different outreach opportunities we have. I love the classes, the staff and students, the people here that just inspire me and motivate me and help me when I'm discouraged, and they're really good peer pressure for me.
The college is set in the beautiful Virginia countryside, with trails through the woods on campus, a river marking nearly half of its boundaries, and 5 picturesque lakes to enjoy. Hartland's annual enrollment ranges from 70 to 80 students, which is optimal for the intensive and individualized programs we offer. Also, homeschooled students find that they can adjust better to the academic environment and challenges of college life, while the school provides the personalized training with which they are familiar. Hartland College has an unparalleled commitment to the truth. We are willing to follow anything that the Bible and Spirit of Prophecy teach, and that provides for a wonderful training and learning environment for our students.
I truly love the peaceful nature atmosphere that Hartland has, because I've always longed to be in a place where I can be surrounded by nature. And to talk about the people's atmosphere, people are really friendly here and always looking for opportunity to lift you up to Christ.
The schedule here is busy, but we're in nature. So being in the country, I don't have the temptation to go out all the time, and it just gives me the relaxing atmosphere, the environment that I need to be at peace and to focus on my relationship with God.
One thing also that I especially appreciate about this campus is the spirituality, the brotherhood there is between the entire campus. Everybody knows each other. The students know each other. The staff members know you fairly well. And that's one thing that I like about the atmosphere.
My burden as the dean is to work with the Lord to prepare men whose conscience is as true to duty as the needle to the pole, who will stand for the right though the heavens fall. Men who will tirelessly work for God without having their way smoothed or every obstacle removed. Whether completing a project specific to their major, working at their vocational station, or cleaning their rooms, I want my guys to understand that everything they do here is preparing their characters for the work God is separating for them out there. God's standards are high. His expectations are high. Why should our schools have any less?
The dorm life at Hartland is filled with experiences that prepare the student to know how to deal with different people from different cultures with many different needs. None of them know where God will send them, so these experiences are vital.
While Hartland campus provides an ideal center for Christian growth, the students are not satisfied to just simply receive the truth of God. They are on fire to share it with a hungry world. Students minister to those in prisons, unwed mothers at birthing centers in the community, and the sick at the Lifestyle Center. They also participate in a variety of bridging events like colporteuring, health education, vacation Bible school, and youth-to-youth work, concerts, and practical helps programs, all leading to Bible studies and public evangelism. Our students are practically equipped to share the everlasting gospel of Jesus Christ.
If I could sum up my outreach here at Hartland in one word, it would be the phrase that my friend uses: character development. Basically, the outreach programs here at Hartland drop kick you out of your comfort zone. You're far removed from where you are comfortable. And the outreach is an integral part of our experience here at Hartland as students.
My outreach has been such a blessing for me. I am in Three Angels Chorale. It's one of the best outreaches here. You're able to go out every weekend pretty much and sing for people, but you're not only singing. You're doing ministry. It's ministry through song. So usually we'll be able to do the sermon for people at their church. Sometimes we'll do little special musics or even do children's story. So it's a very well-rounded outreach where we're able to do ministry through song and touch many lives, in which sometimes people come here later on to check out Hartland to see why we are the way we are.
Mrs. Mayer will sometimes have us introduce songs, and it requires me to think on my feet, come up with essentially short sermons, like 3-minute sermons, with maybe 20 minutes of preparation, and that seems like good experience to me.
Bible outreach has taught me many things, especially the fact that going door to door has more of a effective way to reach people, seeing as Christ, mainly his ministry was one-on-one.
the Bible work class and the hands-on experience that we have by going to Bible study groups or personal Bible studies on every Sunday helps me as a ministerial student to be equipped and also as a well-organized worker for God.
The vocational training program at Hartland helps to instill the strong work ethic that our students will need when they go out into the mission field. By developing and fine-tuning skills such as cleaning and housekeeping, business management in Hartland Publications, food prep in the cafeteria, and even developing people skills through canvassing, students will be better equipped with the new skill sets they acquire through our vocational training stations.
Students that come here to Hartland have the opportunity to participate in the vocational training in agriculture. And not only this, but there's a one-year class where they learn basic soil preparation and food production. So they get to see the whole process of selecting seeds, germinating them, and growing them until the harvest. One of my greatest satisfactions is seeing a young person who has never worked in agriculture, never had their own garden, come and participate of this experience. It is a true joy to see their growth, the unique experience of growing something, as seeing something that is living develop and grow and produce a harvest. It touches the lives. There are many spiritual blessings on top of the physical blessings that are gained in participating in this line of work. The students that come here all express that it's a blessing for them, and the Lord ministers and speaks to them as they are in nature working with the things that His hands have created.
I never got to go outside and work with my hands in the dirt. It was an amazing experience. You know, you get your hand massage, but also you're able to learn many object lessons in the farm. It can be between learning different things about weeds or even how the plant grows. It's a great experience. And they even sell to other places in the area. Then the kitchen. I wasn't a big cook before I came here, but through being in the kitchen, I learned many essential tools that I'll need in life on how to cook properly and how not to burn things.
The maintenance department is responsible for the upkeep of buildings and the infrastructure of the campus. No matter who you are or where you go, no machine or building will last forever. We use the everyday problems to teach troubleshooting and repair skills. Students may learn the fundamentals of many trades such as electrical and plumbing, framing, roofing, and much more. Another serious aspect of maintenance is preventative maintenance. Machines need oil and grease and filters changed. When winter comes, pipes must be insulated to prevent from freezing and chimneys must be cleaned. A few hours now could save weeks of time later. Vocational training is not a set curriculum. It teaches practical reasoning from cause to effect. And that skill is extremely important because it can be taken into any trade or occupation.
I love it. I love working. The vocational training was actually one thing that attracted me to Hartland. That was one thing that just totally motivated me to come here. And from working in construction, I love construction, working with tools, and I've grown a lot. But also working at the Lifestyle Center has helped me so much, from washing dishes to trying to cook.
At any other college, you would typically have the choice to be able to do some type of work-study work to help you out with your tuition on top of working. But here at Hartland, we're all assigned a workstation. And even though at first it might seem a bit daunting since you have to balance it with your classes, in the end, you learn so much from it. You learn how to manage your time better. It's easier for you when you leave school because you already know how to balance work as well as other, school things, life things. You become better at balancing time.
In the classroom, students get only learn so much, but in their workstations, they can learn so much more by being able to put what they've learned from class into real-life scenarios. Our media students get hands-on experience with software programs and tools that will help them to do God's work in the future. Media is an art that takes time to learn, and the students here perfect the things they learn in class in their workstation. Right now, some of our media students work in the design department, working on real-life projects, while others work on web development, and others make videos that are published in many different formats and shown around the world.
One thing I appreciate about working in media was the fact that when I took my classes, a lot of things that I learned, over time, if you don't use them, you lose them. So like my freshman year, when I was taking those video classes and different classes about different aspects of media, and about a year later I forgot a lot of the stuff. But when I had to actually work in my department, that's when I really learned a lot. I was able to apply the things that I learned in class, remember the things that I had forgotten, do some more research and learn even more. So I really enjoy the vocational training at Hartland because it opens up so many doors for you.
As part of the vocational training, students receive a hands-on experience in the management of the Institute's financial operations. When a student comes to the business office, they learn the importance of office organization, communication, confidentiality, and professionalism. Students are exposed to some aspects of accounting, such as accounts payables and receivables. They gain relevant experience in using accounting software such as QuickBooks and the Microsoft Office programs. Many students who have worked in the business office have learned the basic skills required to function within an accounting department for future endeavors or gainful employment in ministry after graduation.
One of the large purposes of vocational training is to leave students or to equip students with skills that will enable them to, basically work and to support themselves once they leave Hartland College. One of the other major goals of vocational training, which is character development and teaching students to be faithful in little things and teaching common sense, I believe that's a great strength in the vocational training. And again, that is only as effective in the life of the students as they want it to be. So I think as an opportunity to grow, the vocational training definitely does serve the purpose that God has in store for it.
And the Lifestyle Center. That one is, if you get the chance to work there, it's a blessing because you get to see the changes that the health guests go through when they first come there, when they leave. Either the health changes or just how spiritually they change. When at first they didn't want to pray, they didn't want to have anything to do with God, and they end up leaving with wanting to pray with you, wanting to know more about God. That's a true blessing. And the chance that I've gone to work as a secretary, it's teaching me how to be more organized. If I want to have my own business one day, I'll know how to manage it, thanks to vocational training.
Students who have their vocational training in the Lifestyle Center have the opportunity to learn many skills. They learn how to work in a professional environment and to be responsible. Due to the nature of the work in the Lifestyle Center, students rotate through several modalities, such as housekeeping and grounds, cooking and culinary decorations, hydrotherapy, massage therapy, and exercise instruction. Students learn that the medical missionary work is more than theories and therapies, but is an opportunity to demonstrate the love of Christ to the lifestyle guests who come.
The vocational training here at Hartland has given me many experiences that I can use on the mission field. I'm planning to do mission work, and this is a way in which I'm going to be able to apply that training.
The reason why I would recommend Hartland is a good spiritual Christian base foundation based on the true principles of Christian education, and a really good curriculum that really prepares you to face the battles of life. One thing I love is the schedule. Even though the schedule can be very hard for some, it just really prepares you where you have to make the time for the Lord as well as make time for your studies. Because as soon as you go out there in the real world, you're gonna have discipline. But just the spiritual curriculum format, the friendships, and the atmosphere will be the reasons why I would definitely recommend Hartland to a student.
The reason I would recommend Hartland to other people is that it helps you to form a strong foundation in your Christian walk. I know there are lots of places, there are lots of schools that probably will offer you very good knowledge, but I find that Hartland prefers to stay uncompromised and teaches the Bible and the spirit of prophecy the way God wants to be taught. And it definitely helps to form a strong foundation.
I would say Hartland is not for everyone, and I think that's the same for other colleges too. Personally, when I came to Hartland, I could not believe there was such a place existing in planet Earth. And the environment, for me, was so nurturing spiritually. And for the first time, I had a personal relationship with God when I came to Hartland. So if that's where you believe God is leading, with lots of prayer, I believe this can be a very, very important place.
Hartland, in my experience, has prepared me in a lot of ways. It developed my character, it led me closer to God, and it gave me direction in what I wanted to do in life. And that's definitely to serve God, and I believe if it has helped me, it can help others. So if you're seeking that in your life, then Hartland is the place to come.
Even though Hartland is a really wonderful place, it's not for everyone. If you want to come here, you definitely need to have an open mind. You're probably going to be tested and tried here in ways that you probably could never imagine. So even though you have a lot of challenges, you will always be blessed by them in ways that you can't even fathom. You're not getting the type of education that you would receive if you're in a worldly school where you're just studying so you can go and get a job out in the world. You're studying to do the Lord's work, and therefore the education here is different. So again, if you really do want to come to Hartland, I really do suggest praying about it. Maybe you can watch this video over 2 or 3 more times. Talk to students here, we're very friendly.
If someone wanted to come to Hartland and they asked me if they should come, what would I say? I would say to them that there is a call. And this call has gone down through the ages. It's a call that goes to all those who are willing to do missionary work, as well as just work for God, period. It's a call that Isaiah heard. And Isaiah heard the voice of the Lord saying, "Whom shall I send? And who will go for us?" God is looking for individuals who are wanting to do a work for Him. And if you have that desire, if you are longing to just do a work for God, you first need to be trained. And here at Hartland provides different academics, different opportunities that actually helps you prepare you thoroughly for God's calling upon your life. And so, I would say if you hear today the Spirit of the Lord working on your heart, I would suggest that you say, "Here am I, Lord, send me."
Is God calling you? Do you have a dream of being a missionary in a foreign land? Or sharing the bread of life with hungry souls? How about teaching children or youth? Or producing and scattering truth-filled literature like the leaves of autumn? What is your spiritual destiny? With God's leading, consecrated professors, local outreach, and foreign mission experience, combined with your hard work and dedication, you will be equipped to fulfill your high calling right here at Hartland College.